Have you ever gotten out of bed in the morning and just stood there for a moment, feeling a little stiff, a little unsure on your feet? Maybe your balance isn't quite what it used to be. Or you find it takes longer for your body to wake up and get moving than it did a few years ago. That's not just you, it happens to so many of us after 60. The truth is, the body starts whispering little reminders that it needs a bit more attention than before. But here's the good news, those whispers don't have to turn into shouts. With just a few simple movements each morning, you can take back control, strengthen your body, and keep your independence strong and steady. Now, I'm not talking about anything extreme. No gym memberships, no heavy lifting, no complicated routines. Just 5 gentle exercises that you can do right at home, yes, even in your pajamas if you want, that help you move better, feel stronger, and stay more confident on your feet throughout the day. These are the kinds of exercises that aren't just about looking fit, they're about living fully. Being able to get up from a chair without struggle. Climbing stairs without holding onto the rail. Picking up a grocery bag without worrying about your back. Or dancing in the kitchen with your grandkids without feeling sore the next day. So, let's dive right into it. Picture this, it's a new morning. You've just opened your eyes, stretched a little, maybe listened to the birds outside. Before the coffee even brews, you take 10 minutes for yourself. Just 10. And in those 10 minutes, you tell your body, I've got your back. That's what these exercises are about, building a morning ritual that supports your strength, your balance, your freedom. Let's begin with something so simple, yet so powerful, the seated march. Yes, you heard that right, this one starts in a chair. Sit comfortably toward the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, hands resting lightly on your thighs. Now, lift one knee, then the other, just like you're marching in place, slow and controlled. As you do this, sit tall, keep your back straight, and try not to lean back. What's happening here is more than meets the eye. You're waking up your hip flexors, activating your core, and getting your circulation flowing, all without leaving your seat. You might think, how much difference can this little movement really make? But if you've ever found it harder to lift your legs when getting out of the car, or noticed a wobble when walking across the room, this move directly addresses that. Just a minute or two of seated marching can help retrain your body for those everyday actions we often take for granted until they get harder. Start with 30 seconds and work your way up. If your knees crack or pop, don't worry. That's just your body saying, thanks for checking in. Now, once you've done a few rounds of seated marching and feel a little more awake, it's time to stand up, slowly and carefully, and ease into our next exercise, the wall push-up. But don't let the word push-up scare you. We're not dropping to the floor here. Stand facing a wall, just a bit more than arm's length away, and place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height. Now, slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall, then push yourself back out. Do it slowly. Feel the strength in your arms, shoulders, and upper chest working. Why this one? Because over time, we lose upper body strength, and it often goes unnoticed until it becomes a problem. Carrying laundry, pushing a shopping cart, even steadying yourself if you trip, these things all depend on that upper strength. Wall push-ups are safe, easy on the joints, and can be surprisingly effective if done daily. And here's a bonus, they also help your posture. How many of us have found ourselves slouching more as the years go by? Stronger shoulders help hold you up straighter, taller, and more confidently. Now, as you're pushing against the wall, you might notice your core, the muscles around your stomach and lower back, getting involved too. That's great. In fact, keeping those core muscles engaged during every one of these exercises is like giving your body a second line of defense. A strong core supports your spine, protects against back pain, and improves balance. You don't need to do crunches to work your core, movements like these do it gently and naturally. At this point, your blood is flowing, your muscles are saying thank you, and maybe you're even starting to stand a little taller without realizing it. That's the beauty of gentle, intentional movement, it builds on itself. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the more your body starts working with you again, not against you. And don't worry if some mornings you wake up feeling a bit off. Maybe your knees are aching more than usual, or your back feels tight. That's okay. Modify as you need. The point isn't perfection, it's consistency. Moving a little each morning is far better than pushing yourself too hard and needing to recover for days. Listen to your body. Show up for it. And it will show up for you in return. You might be surprised how much these few minutes in the morning can transform the rest of your day. People often think strength is about lifting heavy weights or running marathons. But real strength, the kind that matters most after 60, is about being able to rise out of bed with ease, carry your groceries without thinking twice, walk into a room without worrying about your balance. It's about living on your own terms. So far, we've started activating the hips and legs, and added strength to the arms and upper body. You're already on your way to creating a morning ritual that supports independence and keeps your body sharp. It doesn't require special equipment, a big block of time, or even a lot of space, just a little commitment and the willingness to try. And with those two movements setting the foundation, we're ready to build a bit more. There's a third exercise that ties it all together, helping your balance, coordination, and leg strength in a way that will make walking, turning, and reaching feel smoother and safer every day. That third movement is one you might remember from childhood, or maybe even from dancing a little in the living room. It's called the heel-to-toe walk, and it's one of the most powerful exercises you can do for balance and coordination. You don't need much space, just a clear hallway or even a few feet of room in your kitchen. Start by standing tall. Place one foot directly in front of the other, so that the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot. Then slowly take a step forward, again placing heel to toe. Keep your eyes ahead, not down at your feet. Stretch out your arms a little if you need help with balance, and move slowly and deliberately. Try taking 10 steps, then turn around and walk back the same way. At first, this might feel a little wobbly. That's okay. In fact, that little wobble is your brain and your muscles working together again, rebuilding the coordination that tends to fade if we stop challenging it. The heel-to-toe walk trains your body to stabilize itself, which is exactly what you need when stepping off a curb, walking on uneven ground, or turning quickly when someone calls your name. The reason this movement is so powerful is because it quietly retrains your balance system, your inner ear, your eyes, your muscles, your nerves. You're helping your body say, "Hey, I've got this. I'm steady. I can move without fear." And that kind of confidence builds independence like nothing else. Now, as you practice this walk each morning, something interesting begins to happen. You start becoming more aware of how you move throughout the day. You notice your posture, you take more purposeful steps, and you feel a subtle strength in every movement, even just walking to the mailbox or getting up from the couch. That's your nervous system rewiring itself to be more responsive. It's your muscles remembering how to support you. It's you taking charge of your body again. And while we're building that strength from the ground up, there's another area we can't forget, your lower back and spine. That's where the next exercise comes in, and I promise, it's one of the gentlest ones yet. It's called the standing pelvic tilt, and it's like giving your back a good morning hug. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Gently place your hands on your hips. Now, tilt your pelvis forward slightly, like you're trying to tuck your tailbone under, then tilt it slightly back. It's a small, controlled motion. You're not bending your knees or twisting your back, just slowly rocking your pelvis forward and backward. This movement does two really important things. First, it wakes up the muscles in your lower back and core. Second, it improves your posture by gently loosening tight muscles and encouraging your spine to return to a neutral, balanced position. If you've been feeling stiff in the lower back, or notice that standing for long periods has become uncomfortable, this one's especially helpful. And don't worry if you're unsure whether you're doing it right at first. The key is to keep the motion small and intentional. Try 5 slow tilts forward and back, breathing deeply with each one. Let your breath guide the motion. Inhale as you tilt forward, exhale as you return to center. That rhythm creates a calming effect, like meditation for your spine. You might find that after doing just a few of these, you're already standing a bit taller. That slight slump in the shoulders eases up, and you feel more supported through your midsection. It's the kind of change that people don't always see in the mirror, but they feel in everything they do, like putting on socks, bending down to pick something up, or reaching into a cupboard. Less strain, less pain, more ease. And let's not forget what all of this movement is really building toward: freedom. Freedom to move how you want, when you want. To travel. To garden. To play with your grandkids. To feel safe in your own body and home. That's what strength is truly about. There's one last piece to tie it all together, a movement that looks simple, but activates everything from your legs to your heart. And more importantly, it prepares you for one of the most essential actions we all do every single day: getting up from a chair. I'll bet you've guessed it, it's the sit-to-stand movement. Now, if you've been sitting while watching this, you're already in position. Sit toward the front edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, knees at a right angle. Cross your arms over your chest if you're feeling steady, or place your hands on the armrests or thighs if you need extra support. Now, push through your feet and slowly rise to a full standing position. Pause, feel your balance, then slowly lower yourself back down with control. This movement might seem basic, but it's one of the most important things you can do each day. Why? Because it trains your body to use its largest muscle groups, your thighs, glutes, and core, safely and efficiently. And the better you get at this movement, the easier it becomes to get out of chairs, cars, or the edge of a bed. It's independence in its purest form. If it feels hard at first, don't worry. Start with just a few repetitions, using your hands if needed. Over time, your strength will build. You'll find that you need less support. Maybe one day, you'll surprise yourself and stand up without thinking about it. That's the magic of consistency. It turns effort into ability. When you think about it, these 5 exercises don't just wake up the muscles, they wake up the mindset. They say, I'm not done growing. I'm not done getting stronger. They remind you, every single morning, that no matter your age, your body still responds to care, still rewards effort, still shows up for you when you show up for it. If this video helped you, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more.